Daniel squinted through the windshield, his hands gripping the wheel as the sun sank low behind the hills. "Emily, are you sure taking this road is a good idea?" he said, a hint of unease in his voice. Emily laughed lightly, brushing a strand of hair from her face. "Good idea? Maybe not, but it's certainly the more interesting one," she replied, nudging him playfully. "Besides, isn't that what adventures are for? To find the unexpected?" Daniel shook his head, a half-smile forming. "Unexpected? That's one way to put it. I was thinking more like accidentally lost in the middle of nowhere." Emily grinned. "That sounds like an adventure to me. Imagine the stories we could tell." Minutes passed as the trees thickened on either side of the narrow road. Daniel let out a low whistle. "Well, if we do find anything, it'll probably be a rundown shack or an old barn with nothing in it." Emily laughed, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "That's the beauty of it. You never know." As they turned a bend, Emily gasped softly. "Daniel, look." He followed her gaze and saw a narrow turnoff barely visible through overhanging branches. Beyond it lay a town bathed in golden light, the kind that made everything look almost unreal. Streets were quiet, buildings neat but faded, and there was an air of stillness that felt unusual. He slowed the car. "Well, I'll be—" "This town isn't on any map I've ever seen." Emily's eyes shone. "Exactly. This is amazing. Come on, let's see it up close." They parked near the town square, stepping out. The air smelled faintly of baked bread and fresh earth. Daniel took a deep breath. "Wow, it's like we stepped into another time." Emily smiled, brushing a hand against a weathered railing. "It feels alive, though, doesn't it? But not quite normal." Daniel chuckled. "Not normal? It's perfect. Too perfect, almost. Like someone staged it." They wandered down the main street, noticing quaint shops with faded signs. Marigold's Curiosities, Harris & Sons General Store, and Dewey's Antiques. The windows gleamed faintly, reflecting the late sun, and the streets seemed untouched by modern chaos. Emily tilted her head, glancing at a lamppost. "Daniel, no cars, no bikes, nothing. Just people." A man sitting on a bench looked up at them, smiling faintly. Daniel approached. "Excuse me," he said politely. "Is there a place to get something to eat?" The man's smile was calm, rehearsed almost. "Dinner is served at the diner just down the street," he said, pointing. "But be careful of the streets at night." Emily frowned. "Be careful of the streets at night? That's oddly specific." Daniel chuckled nervously. "Probably old advice. Don't wander in the dark, that's all." As they explored, they noticed subtle oddities. A clock in the town square froze at 3:15. Children played in the park silently, their movements precise, almost mechanical. A bicycle leaned against a fence, but no one rode it. Emily whispered, "This is enchanting but strange. Like a storybook town that someone forgot to close." Daniel laughed softly. "Exactly. Creepy enchanting." They reached the diner, a neon sign buzzing faintly. Inside, a few patrons sipped coffee, frozen mid-action like someone had paused time. Emily leaned closer. "Daniel, look at them." He squinted. "I see it, but some of their eyes, they move." The waitress approached, smiling warmly. "Welcome. You must be the new visitors," she said, her voice calm and inviting. Daniel cleared his throat. "Yes, we're just passing through. Thought we'd explore." Emily added, "It's beautiful here, almost unreal." The waitress chuckled softly. "Unreal? Perhaps. Some towns exist only for those willing to see. You're lucky to have found us." Daniel raised an eyebrow. "Found us?" She nodded. "Yes. Some wander here, some are led. And some stay forever, whether they know it or not." Emily grabbed Daniel's hand. "Forever? That's unsettling." Daniel laughed, squeezing her hand. Or thrilling, depending on how you look at it. They settled into a booth near the window, menus in hand. Every dish had old-fashioned names, but smelled incredible. Emily glanced at Daniel. "I've never seen food look like this, or smell like this." Daniel laughed. "It's like the town itself wants us to taste its secrets." As they ate, more peculiarities appeared. Patrons glanced their way, smiled faintly, but spoke only if spoken to. A child dropped a ball near their booth, and Emily picked it up. The child didn't react. Emily whispered, "Daniel, are we in some kind of performance?" He shrugged. "Maybe. Or maybe the town itself is alive." After their meal, they explored side streets. A bookstore glowed warmly, the scent of old paper welcoming them inside. A man looked up, smiling. "Travelers, welcome. Are you seeking stories or curiosities?" Daniel laughed lightly. "Mostly curiosities. We didn't even know this town existed until tonight." The man's eyes twinkled. "That's the way of forgotten towns. Only a few find them, and only a few notice they're meant to." Emily whispered to Daniel, "It's like we've stepped into a secret world." He nodded. "Exactly what I love about it. Adventure, mystery, and a little magic." As the night approached, streets lit softly with golden lamps. Daniel reached for Emily's hand. "We should head back soon. Don't want to get trapped." Emily laughed. "Trapped in a town full of secrets? That sounds fun." They wandered a little more, discovering a garden with statues frozen in mid-action, playing cards, reading books, walking dogs. One statue resembled the man they had spoken to earlier. Emily whispered, "It's like a living museum, a story frozen in time." Daniel smiled. "A strange living story. I like it." Suddenly, a small alleyway caught Emily's eye. "Daniel, look at that," she said, pointing. "It's glowing." Curiosity getting the better of him, Daniel followed. The alley shimmered with soft light, leading to a hidden courtyard filled with exotic flowers that seemed to hum softly. In the center stood a fountain, water sparkling as if lit from within. "Wow," Daniel breathed. "Emily, this is incredible." Emily twirled in delight. "It's like a secret garden, right in the middle of the town." As they explored, a shadow moved behind the fountain. A small, elderly man stepped forward, bowing slightly. "I see curiosity has found you," he said kindly. "Not many wander this way." Daniel laughed softly. "Curiosity is our middle name, sometimes literally." The man smiled. "This town shows itself to those with eyes to see, hearts to wonder, and hands to explore. Perhaps you too were meant to uncover its secrets." Emily gasped softly. "Secrets? What kind of secrets?" The man winked. "The kind that turn ordinary nights into stories worth telling." After a while, they made their way back to the diner to thank the waitress, who waved from outside. "Time to go, dear visitors," she called. Daniel laughed. "We'll return. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. This town, it's addictive." Emily leaned on his shoulder. "I can't wait to see more, to uncover all its mysteries." As they drove slowly away, the streets subtly shifted behind them, paths looping, corners bending, until the town faded into the horizon. Daniel glanced at Emily. "This is a day I'll never forget." Emily smiled, squeezing his hand. "Adventure, mystery, in a town that feels alive. Exactly the kind of day I live for." Daniel nodded, reaching for her hand again. "Next time, we'll go further. Explore every hidden corner. Who knows what else is waiting?" Emily leaned back, her eyes reflecting the last glimmers of light. "Whatever it is, as long as we're together, it'll be thrilling." And with that, they drove on, carrying a piece of the forgotten town's endless mystery with them, a secret world waiting for their next adventure. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more thrilling adventures, mysterious towns, and unforgettable stories just like this one. Hit that bell so you never miss a journey into the unknown.